Good morning, America. This is Rick Redalen, the Maverick Doctor. I really hope you're having a great day. I hope it's blessed. I think every day we should look around us and count our blessings, no matter how bad things seem sometimes. If you look around you, the world's still turning, the day's still going on. Just count your blessings. Our blessings are surrounding us all the time, be it the trees, the leaves, the grass. All these are blessings. They're all great things. And if we had nothing of what modern man has, we'd probably all be happier. I talked to one of my friends this morning. My friend is Jim Hart. He's married to Anne London, the great African wildlife painter that many people across the world know. Anne was just invited to participate in an art exhibition in the Louvre, and she's also been asked to participate in one in London. And there was some other important art exhibition she was going to participate in. Anne London works at bringing art to children around the world. The Laurie O'Neill Wildlife Art School was set up in Lake Victoria, and that last year contributed to the education of 1,400 children. They set this up in honor of my wife, Laurie O'Neill, when she passed away a couple years ago. Again, it gets down to education. They're educating African children all over the world actually, on what it means to take care of your wildlife around you. You need to protect your wildlife, your animals. Just think, this year there'll be another probably close to 50,000 elephants exterminated. What for? So some fat Chinaman can have an ivory tusk carved up to make him whatever. Can you imagine that? Killing these elephants. And these elephants, little babies are left behind. They don't think anything of that poor little crying baby there. There's an elephant rescue operation in Nairobi, Kenya. And if any of you ever have the opportunity to be there or to see that, I'd urge you to do so. These baby elephants are just beautiful. What's that got to do with America? Well, it's really got all to do with us, doesn't it? What we're contributing right now is an extermination too. We're exterminating the creatures in our sea. How are we doing this? Every time we drink water from a plastic bottle, it gets disposed of. Plastic in some of our dumps lasts millions of years, and that's just the way it is. If we can recycle it, great. But there's a garbage dump in the Pacific Ocean right now. America's largely responsible for this. I don't know if we're responsible for all of it, but certainly probably most of it. This area is the size of the state of Texas and growing every year. Just imagine that. We got this gigantic ocean out there. About 40 years ago, I was reading some work by a naturalist and a conservationist, and she was saying, thank heavens man is so small, he can never pollute an ocean. Well, goodness, in these short 40 years, we have certainly proved her wrong, haven't we? We can pollute an ocean. We can destroy an ocean. What happens to man when this first ocean is destroyed? Imagine that. We're melting ice caps at a tremendous rate right now. When ice melts, the water runs off into the ocean. What's the cycle behind this when water runs off an ice cap into the ocean? That water's fresh water. It has no salt in it. Our oceans run by haline currents. That's spelled Haline. It's the salinity of the water. So the salinity of water is what helps our oceans flow. Not only that, the heat of the water. As our oceans become hotter, these currents change. We've got all these microcosms we set up and computer models for looking at hurricanes. We don't have a model set up that looks at what happens if our entire ocean forces change completely. At least none that I'm aware of. But can you imagine that if we wipe out one ocean, just say we wipe out the Pacific Ocean. That's convenient, isn't it? We're still dumping wastes into it. And we simply have to think about what we do every day. All of us can get involved in something. So let's get involved. Let's always make a conscious effort. I was just in one country, and I can't remember what it is now. Sorry. But they were trying to get rid of plastic straws, and they said just by getting rid of plastic straws, they can save hundreds of thousands of wildlife and ocean-going creatures every year. Just think of that, just by not sucking our water up in a straw. Something we all can do. Please be aware of all this. Please get your minds wrapped around it and make it important. Talk to your children about this. Start educating them when they're young. This home education, it should happen with all of us because our children have to learn. But they can learn on a daily basis about what we're doing to our environment. And I suspect many of these children know so much about it now that maybe they're all educating their parents. Maybe they're educating us. Their parents, the great-grandparents, whatever. Please be blessed. Take care.